This weighed on earnings and more than offset the impact from higher production volumes. However, Equinor has been disciplined and has been clear on their distribution guidance, and so we had called for a repeat of their buyback tranche of about 1.3 billion in 4Q. This will bring their overall distribution guidance, it'll achieve their overall 25 distribution guidance of 9 billion. 5 billion of that will be from buybacks throughout this year, and the remaining 4 billion is from their dividend policy.
Just hearing you say that made me recall an interesting tidbit from Enphase. So the 3Q readout was pretty good, but it was almost all on U.S. strength. So you've had a lot of safe harboring. You got this demand pull forward because of the expiring tax credits. So consumers are sort of racing to get projects started so that they can claim those credits. And we actually saw, I think, the sequentially European demand for Enphase or sales declined 38%. So we're seeing some continued weakness, at least out of the European residential market.
Iberdrola, it's the largest integrated utility in Europe. It is the largest by market cap across the stock 600. So for Iberdrola, it was another strong quarter of earnings. I would note that supply and generation businesses in Spain were a bit weaker than expected due to the ramp up of more gas-fired generation to stabilize the oscillations in the grid. So that's becoming a burden and a theme across Spanish utilities. Their power margins are being impacted, albeit modestly. And on the networks front, Iberdrola had a very, very strong showing.
My guys start reporting next month, and I think the earnings story for renewable developers is now broadly understood by the market. Power prices have eased in Europe, but they're kind of normalizing and they're steadying, especially from 2026. I think the key for Q3 to watch out for is really what are the capital spending plans for the midterm. These companies made really strong progress on their deleveraging programs in Q3. Most of them have already de-risked 80 to 90% of their targets for the year. And that was a really important step to clean out their balance sheets that have been very elevated for a while.